music. He's like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music. Love, love, love.
Hello, 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 everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is Jaylee's Corner. Why my camera is singing so high? This is my review of Growing Up Hip Hop, Season 4, Episode 2. Now it seems too low, like my head is cut off. What is going on? We're going to leave it right there. We're going to leave it, let it be what it be. Anyway, tonight's episode was pretty cool or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to get some people together here and there and every motherfucking where. I'm all my stuff is messed up. I have moved some stuff around. I gotta kind of get reacclimated to have my stuff how I need my stuff. Anyway, tonight's lipstick is a newbie. It is a Urban Decay. It is called Spellbound. I like it. You know, I like my darks. It looked purple, but then again, it looked brown. It's the weirdest. Ignore my nail, like I do my nails over. It's the weirdest color, but I do like it. And yes, Urban Decay, I got it from Sephora. So we're gonna let that be that. Tonight's episode, you know, Mary J. Blige, future ex-husband, daughter. You know, she irks my nerve to all end. But the episode starts off, we see Dame and Master P meeting up together. You know, I like Master P on the show because he comes and goes. He does not make himself a part of the everyday storyline or whatever. He here for a minute, gone for a minute, here for a minute, gone for a minute. Unlike Pepper and Dame, who kind of own every single episode. And I'm like, you know, whatever. I get why Dame is on here a little bit more now because Booby. I keep saying Booby when I mean Boogie. Because Boogie is drug use or whatever, and he trying to get that together. But Pep, I need Pep to go do something with herself. So he's basically talking to P about, you know, Boogie and his drug use, saying how, you know, he lived in my house, he was staying in his sister's room. So the thing about it is, I didn't realize he didn't really like just live there. Because if you recall, I think in season 1, before he got that first DUI, he did stay there, but he had his own room. So I'm wondering why all of a sudden he don't have his own room. He hasn't stayed in his little sister's room. So I guess it is what it is. But somehow, you know, he lived in my house. He living in his little sister's room. And he in there, he got that lean in there or whatever, and it's kind of crazy. P, like, if that was my son, I would have went off. P and Dame, I do think they have two different parenting styles, where it seems as if Dame been kind of like, let him run free, let him do him, he gonna be okay, and if there's some issues, he'll come back and talk to me. Whereas P is like really more involved in, bruh, what is you doing, son or daughter? What is going on, son or daughter? They showed the little clip back of his other daughter, who they thought was on drugs, and he drug tested her. Like, if you want to be in my house, you have to pass this drug test. And Dame kind of, I feel like he's just more of a free spirit parent, and it is what it is. And now he's seeing, I gave him so much freedom, and the shit kind of backfired. And he's saying, you know, I tried everything right now, so the only thing I have left to do is kind of let him live his life on his own, like let him fend for himself basically, and have to survive on his own, and, you know, just hope for the best. And he like, you know, I'm not gonna help him make any more money until he go to rehab. I do think that's a good thing to do. I do think it can be a catch-22, because sometimes if a person is so desperate for drugs, they'll do anything to get drugs. So sometimes it's helpful when you don't help someone get drugs, because it can help them want to get clean. But then sometimes it's a thing of, if you don't help them get drugs, they start doing desperate things to get drugs, and then it's a whole, you know what I'm saying, TMI TMZ News story of the week situation and let T with J Lee's corner come on. So we're gonna hope that don't happen. So at this point in time, P like, you know what? If I see him, I'm gonna talk to him or whatever. We see a little bit of later scene where P and Romeo was like test driving a car. And, he bring up what Dame said about Boogie and whatever. And Romeo, like, he know what Boogie doing drugs like that. Like, if he doing lean, it ain't for fun. It ain't for recreation. Something is wrong. And the weird part about it is, I would think someone would like want someone his own age to talk to him. Like, I don't think Brianna should be the one talking to him. I think it's okay if P does too. But I think maybe P and Romeo should kind of talk to him. My thing is, Boog might not listen to this anybody, because let's be clear, he's on drugs. So I wish it was more of a collective effort to have more than just one person talk to him where he can kind of feel kind of weird about it or whatever. But he, Roman is saying how he knows something has to be up if he's really doing drugs. He said because he can tell like he's using such a happy person, and sometimes he's using that to mask whatever else is going on. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Angela, Vanessa, and JoJo, I'm not here for them this season simply because, and I like the Simmons kids. I just feel like they not really showing their life. Like, Vanessa got a whole kid in a boyfriend. She don't talk about them. She don't show them nothing. So I'm looking like, well, that's some bullshit. JoJo got a whole baby and a girlfriend, or at least a baby mama. Why he ain't talking about that? Angela got a whole ex-fiance and a whole new baby, and in one way or another, she kind of not talking about it. When her and JoJo sitting around talking, she's like, I think I need to change the scenery. I want to kind of move to LA. I have Rome show me some houses. JoJo cracking jokes saying, oh, so he a basketball player, he's a rapper, he's a businessman, he's an actor, and now he's a realtor too. Yeah, you should talk to him because he got all these jobs. So that was kind of funny, ha. But again, I'm not really here for it. Even when Angela called up Vanessa, let her know, well, I'm going to move to LA. And then she get to LA, hey, I'm in LA. Oh, I told Romeo that you were single. Why did you do that? Like, it give me Kim Zodiac tease, Tammy Roman tease, meaning I'm going to come shoot as little as I have to. Well, no, as just a little bit enough for you to say I was on set and not give you much more. Angela letting us know that she is no longer engaged now, but I think she couldn't avoid that conversation any longer. But she's not really giving any detail to what happened, why did they break up, how she gonna move forward. It's just a thing of, we not together, because she do meet with her life coach as well when she gets to LA. Was she in LA or was she telling me? I can't. She was talking to her life coach, who looks familiar. She looks. I don't know where I know her from, but the life coach asked her are you going to get back with your ex? And she said no. She said just the things that he did. I don't want to deal with that anymore. I feel like I lost myself being with him. So this is the first time you kind of feel like she's given any parts of her life, and I'm like, okay, well, it's a little bit, but for me, I'm like, it's still not enough. But it is on the episode too. But she said how she also was taking time to have to forgive herself for going against her vow to herself to wait until she was married to have sex. And people kept putting my video last week, oh, well, it wasn't about her losing her virginity. It was about how she kind of used herself being a virgin as if she was better than other people. People who think, oh, so-and-so said they're a virgin, so they send it as if they're better than me. I didn't get that. I mean, that was her choice. That was her life to live. It was what it was. She had sex, got knocked up. She ain't the first, won't be the last. So, I mean, I don't care to keep dwelling on that. I mean, it happens. Who cares? It's not that big of a deal. She has a beautiful baby boy out of it. And let's move on. I just need her and Vanessa and JoJo to have some kind of good storyline this season, because I'm not here for the fakery and the bullshit of it. And let's discuss our sisterhood. We don't care about y'all sisterhood because y'all don't. And in real life, one live in New York, one live in LA. I don't expect y'all to hang out every day. Y'all live in two different cities. So that's all I'm gonna cover with Angela and Vanessa and JoJo, because it's kind of all they showed. Egypt bring her mama hairstylist, I don't know that man's name, and TT to the studio with her boyfriend Sam. I am confused as to why is Pep's hairstylist hanging out with her 19-year-old daughter. I'm pretty sure he's a grown ass man, and he don't do TT hair or he don't do Egypt's hair. So what is he hanging around for? Like, he not. I just don't get it. I don't. I really don't. And TT, I mean, okay, whatever, who cares? So they go to the studio, and at first it's a conversation of like, okay, we come here to hear Egypt's music because she's kind of changing her style. She want to be like this Erykah Badu. I said, Erykah Badu? I said, first of all, somebody needs to do her hair. Honey, that, look, I wear a bun every day because I hate combing my hair. Let the truth be told. I can get my hair done all the time. I can do whatever else. But you do what works for you. But I'm like, who told her to put her hair in that messy, natural ponytail, and you know her ear just ain't all the way to the end? And I'm like, nothing, y'all just let her go. Okay, I ain't like it. And Egypt, you know what I'm saying, she's a pretty girl, and I like her hair and them braids. You ain't got no wigs left over. I was like, what is her hair? She did not look her best. She did not. I feel like Egypt is trying to go for this natural look based on the dude she with, based on Sam. Just my opinion. Anyway, but again, I'm wondering why she bringing TT and the damn hairstylist to the studio when ain't neither one of them musical. So, girl, if you like it, I love it. Where's your friends at your age? You don't have, you is the daughter of Pepper from Salt and Pepper and Tret of Naughty by Nature. I'm pretty sure it's all kind of other kids who was born in that area too. Why you not hanging out with anyone of your age? Like, why you can't get your, I mean, look, Angela, Vanessa, and where the hell is Christinia? Where's she at? She wasn't even in this episode at all. Like, is she no longer, what the hell? But yeah, I'm like, they need to get Egypt a famous person kid her own age so she can actually do scenes with someone else who grew up within hip-hop. I mean, I don't know. I'm just kind of getting frustrated at this point because I'm looking like, why is TT and the damn hairstylist at the damn the studio for no goddamn reason? So anyway, at that point, you know, Egypt's bringing up how she's kind of changing her sound. You know, how her mother was her manager, but her mother's always on the road. Now, I guess her mama doing the whole 90s, love of the 90s tour. And so she isn't around as much. She said, so, you know, Sam is helping me kind of learn to do things on my own. Now, look, I don't think there's anything wrong with her meeting a guy who's supposedly in music. And if he's helping her do things on her own, I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. However, she's so young and gullible. I don't want her to learn to do things on her own with his help. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can do this and this will be you doing it on your own. That's what I'm kind of like, I don't know about that. So then he bring up how he got 2 kids, and he's like, oh my God, 2 kids. Like, at 24, he has a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old. He's 24 years old. That's not a lot. He had 1 kid at 19. He had 1 kid at 21. I know people who had kids younger than that. Okay, let's call it. You know, let's be honest. You know, my god kids are graduating high school and are in college, and I'm 36. So, you know, I have friends who had children young. So my thing is, that doesn't mean, oh my God, he got 2 kids and he's 24. So fucking what, TT? Shut up. So, and 2 isn't a lot. I mean, I can see if he said I got 5. Now 5 at 24, well, goddamn it, man, what are you doing? No condoms ever? But you know, 2 isn't that bad, and hopefully he's a good father. Who knows? We then see DJ Quick's son, named David Blake. He's kind of cute. Well, he was cute from the side. I couldn't really see his face all the way, but I remember DJ Quick was kind of cute. So let's hope his son is. But I felt like you gonna have DJ Quick's son here, and you don't like feature him at all. None. Not at all. He gonna walk and you gonna put his. I'm like, girl, bye. So, you know, he come in because he's the producer that has this new beat that's supposed to be for Egypt. He plays this beat in this song, and Egypt only on the hook. Sam is rapping. So TT and hairdresser looking like, well, damn, we thought it was TT's song. I mean, we thought it was Egypt's song, but it ain't her song. It's really Sam's song. What I can say is the song was good. Okay, the song was good. Egypt sounded great singing. If y'all can remember when she was in the studio in season 1 and sounded like a hyena singing, you know what I'm saying? In the jungle, the mighty jungle. It was, but that was, I'm just saying. I'm so petty. Anyway, yeah, she sounded horrible back then on season 1. She sounded good. You can tell somebody got her into some singing lessons. Somebody got her voice under control, or someone made sure to guide her to sing the kind of music that fits her voice. That's something that other people have to realize. Like me, I can hold a note on certain songs. Okay, you have to know what songs work for your voice. And I said, somebody told her, look, this song gonna work for your voice, sing the hook. Okay, let's be. At this point, TT and Hairdresser Boy, like, I'm gonna keep an eye on him because this is supposed to be her song. Why it ain't her song and it's his song? Look, she on the hook. Okay. Anyway, who cares? Egypt and Brianna meet up. So, Brianna came over her house. That's what it was. She came over her house, and Egypt talking about, yeah, this is our new place or whatever. Me and him moved in together after only knowing each other for a month. I said, bitch, what? Your mama let you do what? But again, she's an adult. She's 19. And if she can afford it, she can afford it. I mean, he ain't got no car and Pep bought him a car. But I'm like, a month after knowing, like, you ain't know him at all. He could be a rapist. He could be. I tell my friend, I have a friend who's dating now. She's newly dating. She was in a relationship for a long, long time, and she's newly single. So she hasn't dated in a while. I'm consistently saying, friend, you can't do this, you can't do that. Why can't I do this? Because the person might be a motherfucking murderer. He could kill you, okay? No, you don't go on a first date with a man on a boat by yourself in the ocean. No, you don't do that because you don't. I'm a firm believer in, before I let you take me somewhere where there's no goddamn self-reception, I need to be able to trust that you won't murder me on this first date. And you know what I'm saying? I feel like moving in with a man after only knowing him for a month, when we know the asshole don't come out of a man until that 4th, 5th month, and then that 6th month he's fully asshole at 6 months. You don't know him yet. You don't know a person at 1 month. You just don't. Not at 19. When you older, because when you older, y'all both set in your ways a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But her being 19, girl, no. And he only 24. Girl, no. I just girl, whatever. So at this point in time, Brianna bring up how, I know I look good at Romeo party because he thought I was cute. Did he? Are you sure? Are you sure, Brianna? Look, Mary J. Blige, Free Chick's husband, daughter need to kind of check herself sometime, because I'm looking like Romeo flirts with all vaginas, okay? Big vagina, little vagina, black vagina, white vagina. He flirts with any vagina that is single in the area. So I feel like he compliments her the same way he compliments other women, because he has a flirtatious nature, and I think she reading too much into it. It's like, if I go to a concert and T.I. say, "Oh, all the ladies look good tonight," you hear what T.I. said about me? No, bitch, it wasn't you. It was the audience. And I feel like, Romeo flirts. That's just what he do. And I don't even think he's a bad flirt. Like, okay, he making people feel some kind of way. I think his name is Romeo. He is taking on this persona of being romantic or whatever. And so when he's around females, oh, you look nice, you look beautiful. Some people do that, and you cannot read too much into it. And she has. So at this point in time, Egypt, oh, you know what? I did, it was kind of cute with you guys. I want to play Cupid. Girl, shut your young ass up, Egypt. Just kind of worry about your baby daddy. I mean, your boyfriend, baby mamas, before you worry about anybody else. At this point, Brown, like, I also seen him kind of flirting with TT, because he always have girls in his face, or she said sometimes he will flirt with me and say little cute things, and then I won't hear from him for a while because he's not flirting. And because in real life, in hindsight, you not on his radar like that. Like, you cool and you on the show. He ain't trying to kick it with you. He don't. And it's not even, no tea, no shade. You just a castmate. And that's and it is what it is. We all know he has a crush on Angela Simmons. Okay? And it is what it is. So when she say, she's all up in his face like TT, and then she say, you need to tell TT to keep her hot pocket to herself. I'm like, Romeo, I don't think he want her hot pocket either. I don't. I mean, he be extra flirty. He do. That is absolutely true. That man want Angela Simmons, and I think and I don't even think that. I think he wants to be single. He wants to. slay his no limit soldier dick all around where he can, but he not trying to date nobody on that show unless it's Angela. He ain't gonna date TT. He ain't gonna date Brianna. He not gonna date Christina. He not gonna date who else on here? Any of them. He would date Angela, and that's gonna be it. So, and if he don't date her, he gonna date somebody outside the show. Whatever. Each of his Sam goes to like a mug painting or some kind of class to paint some stuff or whatever. And I'm not gonna say much about this scene except this. She completely has changed who she was to be with him. This is where this whole natural thing come from. It's coming from him. And you know, when she tell him that Romeo wants her to come to model some clothes for his little clothing or whatever, and he kind of got jealous. And I'm like, well, bro, calm down. Like, she's a person who they might ask to model things. And he said, you know, I don't like that. You can't model for nobody but me. I say, see, for me, that's a red flag, because I didn't feel like he was joking. I mean, I feel like he was joking enough to where he like wouldn't prevent her, but he did what he did was saying, you know what I'm saying, you can do it, but I'm gonna go with you. So I don't see them working out. I do see him being controlling, because he's older, and I see her being influenced by him, and she ain't learned yet. Like, she's not evolving. She's following him, and she's allowing him, and he might be a nice guy. I'm not saying he's an asshole jerk who will beating her or whatever, but I can say it's something about him that she ain't ready for, and it's not even a bad thing. She not ready for the way he lead at all, because she don't have her own identity yet. And when you don't have your own identity and you're following someone else's lead, you just become their shadow. And you're just stuck in the darkness of someone else's shadow. And that's what she's becoming now. I give her to the end of this season or the middle of next season, and they won't be together no more. So yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, so Romeo does have his photo shoot at his house. He always has a, but he do live in a mansion. So I do feel like if you live in a mansion, why pay to shoot a video or shoot a promo stuff anywhere else when you have a whole mansion? So, you know, okay. So his little photo shoot is at his house. You know, got TT modeling over there. You got Egypt modeling. TT looked great. TT had some work done to her face. Let's say that. TT used to have bags under her eyes. She had her face done in some kind of way. She had whatever good little cosmetic surgeries people have in LA to make her face look less lived in, okay? Because her face used to look lived in, like somebody maybe sat on her face, and it was what it was. Anyway, you know, TT is modeling, and her Romeo kind of playing off of each other. I don't know why he was only modeling with TT and not the other extras, but I mean, it is what it is. Maybe she was supposed to be the featured person, and Egypt like, oh my God, you know, I see a spark. Egypt, be quiet. You said the same thing about Brianna, girl. Who cares? So when Brianna walked in, first of all, who dressed Brianna? Brianna came up in there and them goddamn going Mary J. Blige, not gonna cry shades. And I swear the outfit she had on reminded me of Whoopi Goldberg from Stella Got Her Groove Back on the beach, all covered up. I'm like, who go, girl. And it was a crocheted something. And honey, when TT walked up and seen her, said, oh yeah, she looked great for the little crochet. Don't lie to that girl. She was so covered up. She had her braids down, covering her whole stuff. She had the big ass brim hat. It was team too much for me. And them shades, just try again. Just try again and start yourself off. So, you know, because when Brianna walk in, she just see Romeo in a model. She don't see that it's TT. Bitch, when she saw that it was TT, oh, that's TT? You know what? Romeo got me fucked up. I said, hi, sis. How Romeo got you fucked up? He not your man. You ain't dating him. He never even said, you know what? We should hang out sometimes together. This is me and you. He ain't never said that either. So he don't have you fucked up. He invited everyone to the party. So it wasn't special for you, boo-boo. It was not. Now, she said she came dressed in her finest swimsuit. I said, that's the finest? Girl, if you like it, I love it. But, you know, I mean, like, look. I feel like she like him for no reason. Unless they off camera and she touched on this penis and he flicking her bean or something like that. She's flirting where she's feeling some kind of way for no reason. You know, and then when the hairdresser, because the hairdresser there too, when he said, yeah, it's something up with, Rome and TT. Like, it's just something. She then said, Romeo's a flirt, TT's a flirt. So that's just what it is. So he a flirt. If you know he a flirt and he flirts with everyone, don't think him flirting with you mean, because you make yourself look dumb. Don't make it mean something when it doesn't, because you gonna look dumb. Like, as this episode is going, I'm like, she really acting as if he like want to date her, and he not just been his flirtatious self. You yourself said he a flirt, and so is TT, so it ain't nothing big. But I'm like, girl, whatever. And I feel like, look, TT do like Romeo. She has a crush, because Romeo's cute, he's rich, you know what I'm saying, he's an eligible bachelor, so TT kind of feel him a little bit. I think she's less speaking it into existence than Brianna, and Brianna like Romeo. However, Romeo like Angela, so y'all both is gonna be 4th or 5th runner up, because even if he don't talk to Angela, it's gonna be 2-3 other people besides y'all two who he want to talk to. So let that be that. At that point in time, Brianna sitting to the side, sulking a little bit. So TT noticed like it's something in the water. It's a vibe that ain't kind of all the way positive. So she like, well, hey, Brianna, can I talk to you real quick? Yeah, I guess so. She's like, well, can we go over here? You want me to get up and go? She was like, yeah, I want to see you walk over here and your cute little crochet. I'm like, stop telling her that outfit is cute, because it's not. Like, don't keep doing that. So, when they say to talk, she kind of said, well, I just feel like, are you okay? Like, you feel kind of off. Like, it was like a little cold, like a cold hello. Why do people keep saying that? It's starting to get aggravating. I just don't like that. And, you know what I'm saying? What am I supposed to do? Do backflips? And TT was like, sorry, like, I don't know about everybody else, but, I'm saying how I felt, but no, you don't have to do backflips. I guess I'll just talk to you another time. Look, I would have been like, look, bitch, look, Mary J. Blige, future husband, daughter, get up out your feelings. I don't know what's wrong with you. Believe me, bitch, I'm trying to be nice, okay? I don't know why people keep tiptoeing around that girl. Check her. Because she's not friendly to anybody. She's not. She's a bitch to anyone who, if on that day, her cereal too cold. She just mean. I mean, it's just stupid. And it's weird because, like, you pissed off at TT as if Romeo your man and he not. It's just stupid. So we do see TT and the hairdresser talking. Was TT and the hairdresser? Yeah, he said, well, I was talking to her a little bit, and she kind of felt like, you a flirt and he a flirt, and there ain't nothing up between y'all. And then they kind of both realized, like, oh, she must have feelings for him, and, no one knows. Well, honey, because it's not real. Okay, let's just say that it is what it is. At that point in time, we also see the hairdresser and TT talking about Sam, Edith's boyfriend. The hairdresser seemed to know too much. He knew someone who knew that Christina was supposedly allegedly fucking with Adonis. Now he's saying he supposedly know a friend of Sam, baby mama, who gave him some dirt. Look, I don't trust anyone who says someone told me this and this and this about someone else. I need stuff firsthand. I need first person accounts, okay? I don't need well, I heard so and so say this, and I heard so and so. No, I need the source, okay? That's what I need. Point blank into the period. So he's saying how the person's supposedly saying how, Sam be having drinking issues, that they better hope he don't get Egypt pregnant, how he, will do anything for fame. And how he separate his girlfriends from their friends. Now, I want to keep you all to myself teased from him. I do get, he don't want her hanging out with any female friends who might tell her to leave him alone. I get that part from him. I really, really do. I don't know about anything else because I ain't seen enough of it to say if it is yes or no. But again, I don't think they're going to make it long anyway. I told you I'd get them to the next season and that's it. It's going to be over. But, you know what I'm saying? I feel like when he said, they also said that he'll do anything for fame. Like, y'all, we see Master P talking to Boogie finally. And he just, like, look, Master P came to him like, look, bruh, your daddy said that you fucking up. And if I was your daddy, I'd have won your shit. I said, no, that's not a real ass father-son conversation. I don't know what is. I said, what's going on, Jesus? And he was talking, Boogie looking like, why does my daddy keep involving everybody in this? Like, I don't know why he keeps adding other people until until what's going on or whatever. And he like, look, you can't keep doing lean. Lean can kill you. If you don't care about yourself, how would you feel if your sister was doing it? You know what I'm saying? Because, that's even worse. And it's like, look, I know your dad don't want to bury you, because I wouldn't want to bury any of my sons. So you have to kind of get wiser. I mean, he did give him that hardcore, I ain't gonna sugarcoat it, I'm gonna say exactly what I would say if you was my kid, and I'm not gonna just make it sound nice and neat. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna go on your shit. I wouldn't take this, I wouldn't take that. You know what I'm saying? No one wants, what if your daddy found you dead in the house? You know, how would that make him feel? Like, he gave him a real ass conversation. And I feel like even me hearing some things from Dame and hearing some things from Master P, the way Master P put it, for me, did make it seem more realistic that it could get through to him. I don't know if it do, because again, drug addicts have a habit of ignoring when someone is telling them their truth. Like, look, dog, you got a problem. Like, you won't, you may not think that you, just because you're not a crackhead, dummy, you ain't no lean head and you need rehab. Like, I don't think you get that. And he like, you need to go say sorry to your dad. Like, you need to go home and apologize. And as he's saying that, he walking away. I'm like, you gonna just tell that boy to go to with dad and apologize and leave him at the pool? I said, okay, Master. But again, Master P does have a way of being honest to a fault. Whereas I believe in season 1, I'm like, he be rude sometime. But I think maybe watching himself through season 1, he's learned how to still be that exact same P, but not come off so harsh with it. And I hope he listen. I hope Boogie listen. We see next episode, something big supposedly happened. We know he didn't die because he's doing his confession, so he's alive, and it is what it is. Though the last thing we see is TT and the damn hairdresser trying to talk to Pepper about Sam. And I find it funny because I assumed they were going to tell her these allegations, what they thought, how they felt, and she was going to be like, what? I'm going to fuck him up. And it was the complete opposite. They go to her saying how they feel like he is bad for Egypt. And she don't want to hear it. She like, y'all come with this hearsay. Y'all don't have no facts. It's all y'all opinions. Like, y'all don't have any hard evidence. What? I don't believe it. They brought up how we went to the studio and it was supposed to be Egypt's song, but it was his song. He has a couple of kids. He has 2 kids. I don't, it's crazy. 2 kids. They bring up how, when they were at the studio, he would like finish her sentences and not allow her to talk. These little, just little things that they felt were red flags. And even when TT said like he has 2 kids, Pepper said we've all made mistakes, because you can't make it seem as if because he has 2 kids, he's a bad person. I think Pep took offense to that because people can think, oh, so and so young and they got kids, they ain't shit. And I'm like, I think when she had Egypt, she wasn't a spring chicken. You know what I'm saying? So I think she could just think how people maybe judge her when she had 2 kids when she was younger, and she don't like that shit. So she was like, Nell said how he be drinking. I'm like, y'all talking about him drinking, and y'all all sitting there drinking some wine as y'all speak. So I mean, he's grown. He's 24. He's not too young to drink. It is what it is. But she like, look, I'm gonna let Egypt live her life. I'm gonna let her learn her lessons. I'm not going to make decisions for her. I'm going to let her make decisions on her own. And I don't like how y'all are making it seem as if she not smart enough to make her own good decisions and kind of know what to do and what not to do. If something pop off, she gonna call me. Look, I feel Pep and then I don't feel Pep. I do think if someone brings you logical issues or whatever, look into it. But I see how she said, I'm watching from the sidelines. And I think that's also good, because sometimes if you involve yourself too much and try to keep putting your opinion on somebody or keep making them see your way about things, they sometimes will keep things from you. But if she feel like, well, I can go to mom and talk to her because she ain't all of my business, like she'll listen to me. So she said, I like how she said, I'm watching from the sidelines, like, and I'm not gonna make her decision. She's 19 years old. I think Pep realized because they had just said how Egypt was so baby that they protected her so much and she's kind of gullible. So I feel like Pep was like, okay, I've shielded her. Why I keep burping? I've shielded her whole life. Now it was my time to let her get these life experiences. And I think that's a good thing, as long as she is keeping her eye to the streets and watching that Uber driver boy. Hopefully she is watching from the sidelines. And that don't mean that TT and the hairdresser can't still see what they want to see. But I do feel like y'all coming to her with hearsay. Because when he said, well, I have a friend who is friend with his baby mama. She was like, that's not proof. Like, that's what he said. She said, I don't care about that. No. And I said, I wish sometimes people would do that. Say, you come with some he said, she said bullshit. I don't hear that. No. Come, you have no hard facts, so I don't care. And that's kind of how it went off with TT. Like, I feel like she's just dismissing me. And she was, because their concerns were just personal issues they felt with him, not anything concrete. And she said, y'all bringing stuff up, and I don't see that around him. Well, of course he won't be crazy around you. And truth be told, he ain't been crazy around y'all either. Catch those T's. Anywho, put your comments below. Let me know how you guys felt about the episodes. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. Peace.